Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. If you remember my last video, I sent my first ever submission to SGC for graded cards. It was vintage, mostly vintage basketball with a couple Walter Payton rookie cards. And guess what? They are back. So I am going to do a blind reveal with you. I'm a little nervous, but I'm really excited. So in a second, we'll see how I did. But before, I just want to say, I sent these in through gotbaseballcards.com. It was $27 a card. They cover the shipping back. I got to tell you, the service was good. I was very pleased with it. The turnaround time was good. So just want to let anybody know if they're interested. I thought it was a good way to go. The very first card that we have is the 1970 Alcindor. And, this one's been on, I think, 2 of my 3 or 4 videos. So it's pretty beat up. I think it's a 1 to a 2. So let's just find out right away what we got on it. And we got a 2. So, I'm pleased with that. I think that is exactly the grade I thought I would get when I bought it. And I'm happy. And it looks really good in the slab. So love the way vintage looks in an SGC slab. So I'm pretty excited about that. Next card up is the 73-74 Jabbar, and this card has really sharp corners, and I thought it was centered pretty well. I tell you, I thought it was going to be in the 5 to 6 range. So let's see what we got on it. Okay, a 7. I got to be happy with a 7. That's a really nice score. Yeah, that's the high end of the range that I was looking at. I think 5 to 7 was the range, but I really thought it would be more like a 5 to a 6. So I'm pretty pleased with a 7 of Kareem. So pretty excited about that. Next card up is Jerry West, my favorite player growing up. This card, the centering on the front of this card, the back of this card, is really, really nice. I think the centering on the front was a little off left to right. So I thought this card was going to be somewhere in the 4 to 6 range, but I was probably leaning towards the low end of the spectrum. So let's see what we got. Oh, wow, a 7. Wow, you got to be excited about that. That's a great card. Love the grade. I love this card. It looks fantastic in the tuxedo. Wow, I didn't think it would get a 7. I thought because the centering was a little off left to right, I would get dinged on that, but the corners are really strong, so really, really excited with that grade. Artist Gilmore rookie card is up next, the 72 Gilmore. I thought this was going to be somewhere in the 5 to 7 range. He was a great player, and I think this card itself is pretty well centered. So let's see what we got. 7.5. That's excellent. That's even better than I thought the range would be. I'm pretty stoked to get a 7.5 on an Artist Gilmore rookie card. That's a nice grade there. So I'm pretty excited about that. Wow, that's awesome. George McGinnis rookie card. This card, I thought it's pretty well centered, so I'm pretty excited about that. Although I will tell you, now that I look at it, I'm seeing a little bit of fraying on the back corner. But I thought this was going to come in somewhere between a 5 and a 7. I was thinking I was shooting for a 6. In the back of my mind, I really wanted to get a 7 because I thought it was well centered. And we got a 6. Okay, once again, if you look at these 2 corners down here, they're a little frayed, so maybe I can see what they were looking for. The centering was so nice on this card that I thought it could possibly get better, but the corners are a little soft. But I'm pretty happy with it. A 6 for a McGinnis rookie card. Once again, it looks fantastic in the slab. So this is, I'm keeping these. These are all going into my PC, so I'm pleased with that. All right, now we start to head into some of the bigger guns, right? Starting with the 72 Chamberlain. This card is a funny one, right? I've seen this one graded a lot, and it's all over the board. I was kind of thinking the range on this was a 4 to a 6. I thought it was well centered. I thought the corners looked pretty strong, so let's see what happens. Okay, well, it's a 4. That's the low end of my grade, and I'm gotta be honest with you, I can't really see why. There must be something on the surface that I'm missing. Maybe there's a scratch or something that I can't see with the naked eye. I thought the centering was a little better with this. Still pleased. I mean, it's a beautiful card. Look at that card in the holder. So I'm happy to have Wilt in a 4. I thought he might be a little better than that, but I'm happy with this one. Next is the Jabbar, the 72 Jabbar. I thought this card was somewhere between a 5 and a 7, probably closer to a 6 or a 7. What I was worried about was the centering on the back. So the front centering is much better. The corners are sharp. I think it's a 6 to a 7. So let's see how we did with Kareem. Well, we're right in between, a 6.5. So 6.5 is pretty good. I mean, I'm happy with that. You know, I thought it was between a 6 and a 7, and apparently so did SGC. So that's a nice looking card. It's no complaints about that one. Okay, last 3 are the big ones, right? Next up is the 72 Erving rookie card. This is probably the best card in the bunch as far as in the most value, and probably my favorite in the bunch, although the Payton rookies are pretty sweet. The centering on the back of this was really nice. The front was a little off. So, you know, I was thinking that this card was going to come in the 3 to 4 range, and I'd be really happy. If it came in at a 4, I'd be super happy. So, oh yeah, a 5, sweet. I'm pretty happy about a 5. Wow, that's awesome. That's a great grade. I'm excited. Julius Erving rookie card and a 5. The card looks beautiful in the tuxedo. I'm excited about that. I think that's a nice solid grade. Wow, wow, that one made my night. Last 2 cards are the Walter Payton rookie cards. This first one's the one I thought was not as well centered, maybe a little better centered, but it had the stain on the back. I figured these Payton cards were going to come in at between a 3 and a 4. And this one came in at a 4.5. Okay, I'm happy with that too. That's a nice solid grade for this Walter Payton rookie card. You know, it's centered pretty well, but the corner on this one, it's got a little bit of corner weakness on this card. So a 4.5, gotta be happy with that. And then there's the last Walter Payton rookie card. This one, I didn't think was quite as well centered in the back, but I thought the front was pretty decent. And I thought it had a overall better picture. So I'm assuming it's going to be right in the same range, right around a 4, 4.5 now. And it's a 4. Okay, well that's interesting. But you know, the more I look at it, there's some nicking in this corner and this bottom. So yeah, when I look at the 2 of them together, I originally thought this one would outgrade this one. But when I look at this 4.5, I would have to agree with them. I think it's the better of the 2 cards, and both of them I'm pleased with. So there you have it. Pretty stoked with the return. I love this card. You know, the 5 on the Erving makes the whole submission, so I'm stoked about that. The 7 on the Jerry West is another one. So let me know what you think. Let me know how you think I did. Hopefully, if you enjoyed the video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you'd like to, please do. I am going to continue to start to submit some cards to SGC, so I'll share more of those with you on the next video. I'm going to share probably some of my newest pickups that I have. But until then, I just want to say thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.